Mommy, no. Mommy, I want this. You understand? And some people, it might not be that obvious that your voice is changing, but it will change a bit from when you were younger. Do you understand? When you were a preteen to when you are a teenager. Now, so from that, you already know that sex is not the way out. Some will tell you as a boy, because you're having wet dreams, because you have early morning erection, that is because it is time or you are ready to start having sex. No. Biblically and even in the Quran, we are being made to understand that you do not start having sex until you are married. Why? Because it is a sacred ordinance. It is very, very sacred. Very, very sacred. And that is why we are taught that our body is the temple of God. And when God says your body is the temple of God, what happens? It means He needs to dwell in you and you in Him. Do you understand? And so you don't just engage in all these things, and you do not allow anyone tell you that. You do not allow anyone tell you that, oh, it's okay for you to have sex at this particular time. Okay, so you do not somebody to just make you feel inferior or feel like if you do not do that, then you are not yet a big boy or a big girl. So I want to officially welcome everyone and those online to our Meet a Mentor section for the month of April. Alright, so like I was saying, as teenagers, there is something we call peer pressure. Don't get pressurized. And then we should also not go with the myth that says when a boy touches you, you get pregnant immediately. When a boy touches you, then fiam, you are getting pregnant. We need to learn how this can happen. Okay. Another thing is like she asked the question about youth now trying as much as possible to make money in an illegal way. There are so many things you can do either as a preteen or as a teenager or as a young developer that will bring money for you, that will fetch you money without going into illegal things, illegal businesses. Okay, so one of it is as you are here, you are learning technology. You can put this into use by you can ask people to pay to learn one or two things from you. You are very good in coding. If you are very good in coding, you can also teach people. You can write an ebook, you can write a book on coding, and then you send it out to the young ones to learn about how to write coding. You are making money out of it. There is a particular academy online that does online coding class, and in that online coding class, 2 weeks coding class is 15,000 naira, and it's online. You are still going to buy data. You must have light to be able to participate in that. So what if you now come up with the material? Then you have a video section. You make the video of the coding that you are teaching, and you are selling it out for 5,000 naira. Do you think people will buy? Yes, they will buy because they are going to learn at their leisure. So if my customers are coming, I am you are selling to them the same price. But let's bargain. How much are you going to pay me? Now, when your parents realizes that you are truly bringing in the customers, they will not hesitate to pay you. But if you see it, because sometimes our parents can be fellows, right? That's when they will remember to tell you all the food you be eating in this house. Were you paying for it? I understand. But now you use them to gain experience. Do you understand? Now, when you use them to gain experience, you now do what? And no, I want to get that difference to do what? To market other people's products. Do you understand? To market other people's products. So what you can do is you can even come to CIH. I want to market CIH to my friends. Can I get a discount if I bring two people? And the brother will say yes, no problem. That's if you bring customer up, say yes. Okay, so he will go out, drag people, either old or young, to come and buy. And when they buy, the brother gives him money, 100 naira for biscuits. Do you understand? It's not his product. But at that minute, what's he doing? He's an affiliate marketer. He's marketing products for the brother. So when they go for trade fair, the brother will tell him, oh, we are going together. I'm going to pay you this amount. I'm going to pay you this amount. And so when I pay you this amount, you will, this is how many customers I want you to bring for me. Now, last December, when they went, the brother said, I want you to bring 5 customers. He felt he might not see so many customers. But at the end of the day, he brought in 10 customers. And then he also got his own money to use and buy something for himself. So the age doesn't matter. What matters is you have the passion, you have the knowledge, and you have a mentor to coach you in that particular business or area that you want to venture into. All right, so do we have any other question? Okay, so ask your question. Ask your question.
From 61 to a marriage wife, I used to just I've been the smallest like always. And do all these things we kind of start to some people try to use me as to get what they want to stop and take over from their own business. So let's go and take this for me, or else I'll be this a lot of money. And sometimes it's something like that I'm not even doing what she does. And it is what that when you that there is so
Okay.
how do you think
Okay, so how do you deal with bullies, even if there are no older ones around to help you, right? Good. One thing I want you to know is, can you see me? One thing I want you to know is you are very intelligent, you are smart, you are wonderful, you are bold, you are courageous, okay? So you need to believe in yourself. That even though you are the youngest in your class, you are in that class because you are smart, you are intelligent, you are a superstar. Do you understand? So each time you get ready in the morning, tell yourself, I am smart, I am intelligent, I am confident, and that
Everybody, let's echo it for one.
I am
Everyone,
smart,
let's go. I am smart. Yes.
I am intelligent,
I am intelligent.
I'm a super
And there's this to be this affirmation I will believe in here so much. When I say, what if it's too hard? What is the rest for everybody? So, what if it's too hard? I'm the only one man in the midst of thousands here. What if it's too hard? What if it's too rough? What if you're not good enough? That is not true. Okay, so at times they may tell you you're not good enough. At times they may tell you even in your class that you're the dullard. At times they may tell you that you're not smart. At times they may tell you that you're not from a rich home. At times they may tell you that you don't have an influential daddy and mommy. At times they may tell you that it is not possible. At times they may even tell you that Nigeria is not working. But here, at the community innovation hall, we have the grace, the power, through the help of God, to make things work. In this community innovation hall, Nigeria is working here. Is Nigeria working here? Guys, is Nigeria working here? Yes. So Nigeria may not work for some people outside, but in this place, Nigeria is working for us. Because we have a mandate that God has given us. And we are working on that mandate. So we believe so much in that mandate, and we believe that through the help of God, and with right mentors, because we know the value and the power of mentors in the life of young people. If you are fortunate to have the right mentor, then you can even determine the leg at which you go in life. But if I'm not fortunate to have the right mentors at times, the journey will take me naturally for just 1 hour. Some of us we may be on that journey for 3 years. And naturally the journey should not take more than 1 hour. That is the place of mentoring in one's life. And we are not just doing it, we have over hundreds of mentors that are working with teenagers here. We have some locally, we have some globally that are mentoring them here every single day. And the reason why we're doing this for them. Is for them to become what God has created them to become. Because if you don't have the right mentors at times, it may take you years. Okay? And then you may end up taking that may end up taking you years. Meanwhile, you're not supposed to take more than 1 hour. So again, we're going to do a short break, and when we return back, we're going to bring in Dr. Adetola Salau, the senior special advisor to Lagos State Government of Education.
All right. Good afternoon, children. Can everybody hear me? Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yes or no?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, I've been saying hello to you guys. I've been saying good afternoon, good afternoon. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
so she's greeting everybody.
Please wave your hands, everybody.
Wave your hand if you can.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Thank you so
Hi.
much
I
for
can see
joining
your
us.
hands in the back. Of course, of course. I'm on the road. I'm rushing to another meeting, but you guys are very important. How are you?
We are fine, ma'am.
Very good, very good. I'm so happy to finally connect with you guys. Wow, 4 months later. We're supposed to do this in January, but we're here at long last. It was nice
Yes.
to see you all. Yeah, you remember. I know you
Thank you,
remember.
ma'am.
Okay, so I promised you in December that I was going to talk to you guys about getting ready, getting yourself ready to be position yourself for international opportunities, whether they are scholarships, whether they are grants, whatever it is. Okay, so yes, okay. Let me know. Can you really hear me? Because I'm still hearing
Yes,
feedback in the
yes, we can.
background.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay, good. Just making sure. All right. So just last week, I was at the American Embassy, and they were talking about setting up an education fair, and how they're preparing students here for opportunities for scholarships in the U.S. And when I was there, I remembered all over again that yes, I made this promise to you guys. Fortunately, Uncle Soji reminded me about this our program, and unfortunately, it has been very hectic.
My internet.
I've not been able to come to you guys physically yet. So we had to settle for us doing this virtually. So here we are. All right. So let us start this session. Let's go ahead. We've already started, but let me formally start with you guys by telling you some things I'm sure you already know, and I'll go into things that you don't know. And then you guys will have the opportunity to ask me questions too, okay? Is that fine?
Yes,
All right. Okay, so first things first, you need to work on having a um, a document that is called, here in Nigeria we call it a CV, but in the US and I think in Canada too, they also call it a resume. And that is a place where you write down your academic achievements, and then you write down whatever volunteer experience you have. It's pretty much a summary about yourself. Can you hear me?
yes, we can. Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you.
So that resume, or CV as we call it here in Nigeria, fantastic. Okay, so this resume or CV is where you list your academic achievements. Okay, I finished from secondary school, or if you're still in secondary school, I was the best student in English, or I have so skills, I can do this, I can do that. You need to make sure you have that. No matter how brief it is, even if it's one page, have that. And then when you have that, you will have somebody who will be able to help you set it up and make it look very rich and very robust. But the first thing is to first of all have a draft, start putting down some of these things about yourself. And then hopefully somebody, hopefully somebody in your place there knows how to work with you guys on that. If not, I will bring somebody else that will come and talk to you guys about how to work on your CV or slash resume. Me, I still call it resume. All right. So first things first is let's make sure that you start working on having a draft. All right. Then the second thing is you notice that when I was talking about that draft, I mentioned that there are certain things you're going to write down, and I said academic achievements. But guess what? A lot of these places now, particularly places like the US, they don't just want to see you as an academic person. They want to see all of you. They want to see that you're a whole human being, you're a total package. What do we mean by total package? That means your academics, of course, is important. But what about other things about you? Things that make you you and that they know that will add enormous value to their school. One of these is the volunteer experiences you have. Hopefully, like I said, from you guys being a part of Uncle Soji's program, oops, I don't know what that was. From you guys being a part of Uncle Soji's program, I'm hoping that you've already partaken in a volunteer program where you help in your communities, where you do different things. Please, this is very, very important. Of all the things that I'm going to mention to you today, this is one of the most important ones that I want you guys to take note of. It is very important that you find opportunities where you're going to give back to your community. Sometimes they are structured, sometimes they are not structured. I prefer when they are structured because it's easy for people to call and say, you did this, you did that. So you need to start looking for opportunities where you're able to contribute and be a part of programs, be a part of something. Okay. Sorry, there was this sound. It just threw me off. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yes. This is another thing that is very important. Let me give you an example of a volunteer opportunity. Okay, good. I just remembered one. When I used to, in private, run around doing STEM camps, boot camps with students. And I would do them in Yaba and what's the other area? Surulere, Shita. We'll do them there. I will always drag my son because he's very good. He loves science. He's very passionate about it. And he also, likes explaining. Oh, trust me, he really loves explaining. He loves explaining and he loves young children. So I always drag him with me so that he will come there, he will help me explain things. But I've noticed one thing about young children that when they are not explaining to them, they're like, But when another person who is a child or closer in age to them is explaining to them, they're happy. They love listening to that person. So I will take him and he will explain these things. He will take his time explaining and teaching these younger children. And he did this for several years. Let's see. He did it all the way from 2015, I think it was 2015 or 2016, all the way to 2022, all the way to 2022. So he's been doing it all these years. So when he was writing down in his CV, in his what he calls CV here in Nigeria, when he was writing down about his experiences, these were some of the things he could talk about. Aluko, for years I've been working with these children in these STEM camps. I try to make science more interesting to them, mathematics more interesting to them. I work with them in these different churches, in these different locations, and I work with these different ages, because all the way from pre, what you call it again in Nigeria, pre-kindergarten, all the way to secondary school. I work with them, and I was able to write that down. So look for opportunities like that in your school. If they say they're having some kind of program, go and help. Like maybe they say they're having a show. How can you help them? Even if it's just 1 hour a week, you go and help in whatever way you can. If you see somebody putting up a program, say, okay, how can I help? How can I contribute? Maybe I'll be a facilitator. Maybe I'll be an usher. Maybe I will be the person that will help them to organize things. Whatever it is, go and help. These are things that you can now draw back later and say, I volunteered, I was a part of this, and I was a part of that. So that's very important. All right, so I've mentioned volunteering. Okay, then skills. Fortunately, you guys are in a program there already where you are working on acquiring skills. It is very important in that resume that, resume CD is all the same, please. It's very important that in that resume, you list out all these skills that you have. For example, some of you are learning about UI, I think you guys call it UI, UX, front-end design. You can write that there. Some of you are learning about using Adobe, what's that one, macro media, whatever it is, to create images and things like that. You can write that down. Some of you are learning Canva. You can write that down. These are things that you can use to add value to programs that you're going to volunteer in, programs that you're going to help with when you are in your whatever schools you're in. And you can also use it, of course, to add a lot of value to your own work. So it's important to list this and let them see. Okay. All right. Let me stop right now so that if there are any questions, you start asking questions.
Thank you so much. So just give like a recap of what you've said. We are talking about our resume. Where can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can hear you. I just turned off my video. Continue.
All right, ma'am. Thank you. All right. So just like a recap, because of the network, we just want to make a recap. We are talking about resume, which we call the CV here in Nigeria, and that generally, especially abroad, they do not just need your educational achievements, though it is important, but you should also look for opportunities to impact your community. If there are opportunities where you can be able to learn or to teach others, you should try as much as possible to tag along, so you are able to impact others what you know, and at the same time you go for programs that will impact you. That way you can include all these things into your CV. All right, so thank you so much. We are going to take some questions now before you continue. So do you have any questions? Preteens, young developers.
Ask question.
Ask your question, please.
Never have a detail. Oh. Oh.
If you have questions, any questions, okay? So please tell us your name and then
My name is Adetola. I want to ask that during this process, are you going to spend like money? Maybe when you say you are going to give back to communities, are you going to spend money? And also the process of the resume and stuff like that. Are you going to spend that process?
Could you
okay,
repeat
so
that
a
question
question.
again? Go ahead.
Okay,
Yes, please.
let me rephrase a question. So she's asking, for her to impact her community, does it mean that it must involve money? You know, as
No,
a youth, does it mean it must involve money?
no. Of course, it will not involve money. You can do things. There's so much you can do. For example, let's say your area has an issue with too much refuse all over the place. You can gather some other people like that are young like you, gather a couple of baskets, and just maybe make a couple of cardboard flyers saying this Saturday we're going to do uh, cleaning up waste while we're listening to music and motivating each other. You just make it some nice event, just like that. I mean, can you imagine? Just all you're doing is picking up something, but you just now, as we call it in Nigeria, package it and make it look as if it's something that is so fun and so vibrant. You understand? You
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
yes or no? Can you hear me?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes or no? Thank God my video is awful. That means the network is bad now. Hello? Oh, wait. I think they can't hear me. Let me send the message. Nigerian network. May God have mercy on us. All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I was telling you about my experience. So I said I came back from the US and I had to serve. I had to do NYSC.
Network issue. Sorry about that. It's because she's driving. So, like I said, you can impact your community in different ways that you will not even need to spend money. You can look for opportunity to educate others, even if it's just teaching them the SDG. You have been able to impact them. Okay, you can decide that there is a particular girl that comes together in our community, because many of the children they go out to work. So when she comes back from school, Friday, Saturday, she gathers them and teach those children English. That way, if she's to write her CV, she has experience in teaching, even at a tender age. Do you understand? So those are ways you can impact your community. It doesn't necessarily mean you must give money out, you must buy food, you must buy clothes. No. But if you are able to share the knowledge that you have with others, you are impacting the community. If you are able to carry out cleaning in your environment, is part of community, if part of community service. So there are so many ways you can serve your community. There are some people you see them, they go to hospitals to sing, like choirs. They go to hospitals to sing. They are impacting their community. Why? Because
All
those
right,
people cannot.
can you hear me now?
Yes, ma, we can hear you now.
Okay,
What?
so I was telling you that I came back and I had to serve. I had to do NYSC. So while I was trying to process my paperwork in Abuja for doing NYSC, I was restless and I couldn't just sit in the house doing nothing. So I used to be a member of Red Cross when I was younger. So one of my aunts connected me with Red Cross in Yaba. So I was telling you that Red Cross that I went to the place here in Yaba, they had the magic sauce that was very critical for me staying there, which was children. So once I went in there and I saw children, that was it. And I used to go there. I used to go and help them. Whatever it is that I see that they need, I'll go and help. Did that require money? No. It was just my time and my interest. That's all. So it's up to you. What's your interest? And you put in the time to go and do that. That's all. So it's you. It's up to you. Okay? All right. So the other thing that I also need to bring out when you're talking about being that holistic person, when you're putting together that resume, CV, whatever it is for the application, is they also want to see that you take care of your body. And part of taking care of your body is sports. So it's very good to be a part of some kind of sport. You don't have to be good at that sport, but at least just partake. Even if it's just that, oh, you say that you exercise and from time to time you partake in small games with your friends. Maybe you can play football with them, you're interested in that. You're interested in running from time with your friend. Just put something, say something about you taking care of your body. Because sports is part of you taking care of your body. So it's important to write that down, okay? And do things along that line. It's very important. And let me make sure I covered everything. Academics,
Take care of your body, you can also pay for that.
sports. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Faintly.
Not again. You can hear me or you can't hear me. God, this network.
We can hear you now, ma'am.
Okay. So I mentioned about sports. Did you guys hear me when I mentioned about sports?
No, no.
Yes. Yes or no? I can repeat it again. Don't worry.
No.
Me, I like to talk. No problem. I'll
No,
repeat it again.
no.
So I said it's very important that you present yourself as a whole person, which means that you're also taking care of your body. And this is where sports comes in handy. And I said, please don't feel intimidated and think that you have to be some superstar. That's really good. No. Even if it means just, you jog from time to time, or you just play with your friends football, you play basketball, you play something with your friends. Write that down. Just make sure that you say you are involved in something. that has to do with you moving your body, you playing with other people, you taking care of your body. It shows that you're a whole person, okay? And you are involved in all these different areas in your life. All right? Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Questions again before I go off again.
All right. So another question.
Someone asked us, where can we get this scholarship? Like, what we want to apply for this scholarship, and what's the academic results we need before we can apply for the scholarship?
All right. So someone is asking, how can she get the scholarship opportunities, and also what are the academic requirements to get the scholarship?
All right. Number one, I will come back with. I'm going to make sure I get information about that education fair, and I'll bring the information back to you guys. Okay, I'm promising you that now. I'll give it to your Uncle Soji. That's number one. Number two, the academic requirements. It depends on what you want to study. If you are going to become an engineer, that means you need to be good with your science subjects. So it depends on what you're going to study, and also what the requirements of that particular school you're applying to is. Some schools, they want you to have very, very, very high scores before they give out any money. Some schools, they will still take mid-range people, like to give them some scholarships. So it depends. Ooh, what's that feedback? All right, So some schools, they will still give people who are mid-range money because they realize that not everybody is going to be excellent in academics. Not everybody is going to be a complete star. So they still give out money. So it depends on the school, depends on what you want to study. For example, let me even give you guys a secret too. I was telling somebody, was it last night or this morning? See, even if you are not the stellar student where you got all A's in science subjects, there's a lot of money for science programs right now. So all you have to do is just be one of those our science programs and you're applying. Particularly if you're a female, another tip I'm also giving out here too. You'll get some money, trust me, you'll get some money. Okay? So science, when I mean science, I'm talking engineering, medicine, all those are people like there's money. Lots of money. Because right now there's so much research and innovation that they are pushing and driving. So trust me, there's money. Okay? All right. Any other questions? Hello? Hey. This network they useless.
Scholarship
Hello?
opportunities. Hello, ma'am.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so I was asking for more questions because very soon I have to go into the other program that I'm supposed to be a part of. You go in quickly and tell them.
Good afternoon. You spoke about opportunities
American corner
giving
is
back
down
to
that
the
side.
community.
Just keep going and then she'll come down. See the American corner there. Or you go and show it to her. That place over there. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hello, ma, can you hear me?
Could you repeat it again, please?
Okay, I said you spoke about giving back opportunities to your community. And if your community happens to be a community that they don't want to work to get something, they just want a fast and easy way to earn money. And you yourself, you don't like that. How will you be able to give back to the community?
Please, can somebody paraphrase it because I couldn't hear him clearly.
All right. So he's asking. You talked about giving back to your community, the opportunities to give back to your community. So he's asking, what if in his community all they want is a ready-made things, not something that you are going to give back and you kind of teach them step by step that will take maybe a period of time, a long period of time. How do you deal with that? Hello? Hello, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I said that's a hard one, no. My suggestion would be that he will have to step back from his own community and reach out to adults who can help him to go to plug into another opportunity that does not require that he has everything. You understand? That's my own advice.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Saying that you can look for other communities that you can be able to impact. That will not necessarily be from the community.
All right, your question.
And like that, because
Everybody has applied for scholarship. So always get to the point where either they're asking for what we don't have or something that we don't understand. In some cases, there are places where they ask for like the amount of money. Sometimes we believe they are scams and oh, some they ask for documents that we don't even have or never have. So,
All right, so hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
I'm listening now.
All right, so his question is when they apply for scholarships, sometimes it gets to a certain stage that they ask them for some certain documents that they do not have, or sometimes they ask them to pay some amount of money. So this way, sometimes they feel it's a scam. What can they do? How can they know that it's legit? Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, ma'am.
Okay. I said that is why I need to connect you people to these people from the US Embassy, the education fairs, so that they can help you people. So that they can help you people to be able to decipher which ones are genuine and which ones are fake. Okay.
All right, ma'am. Thank you very much. Any other question? All right, please go ahead.
Okay, so what is on your resume? You always advise to write finish work. So what you want to write in your resume is still in progress? Like, or something that you hope to do can you just get to just put it down and write like in a period of 2 months, done.
All right, so the next question is in your resume, most times they want what you have been able to achieve. What if there is one or two other achievements that is in progress or that is in view? Okay, so let's hold on. But if I will answer your question, I will say if it's something you are that is in progress, you can put it and put in view, stating the specific month and year. Do you understand? For example, you are aiming to get a particular certificate. Okay. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear us? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much for your patience. All right. So another question is most times on your resume they want finished experience that you've gained over the years and then things that you've achieved. But what if you have one of those achievements in progress? That's you have not completed it, you are still in progress on that particular maybe certificate or skill you are trying to acquire. Is it advisable that you put that in your resume, like put in view for the certificate, or you don't need to put it in your resume?
I advise that when you're in progress, you still write it down because you're working on it. You are still on it, and for you writing it down means that you definitely want to finish it, that you're committed to it. So I actually advise that you write it down because it's an achievement that you started it and you're still in it. It's an achievement. So why take it out? It's a part of you. Does it belong to anybody else? No, it's you. You are there. You are partaking in it. So why not? I want to hear about things that you're doing right now. I mean, yes, you've done so in the past. But what are you doing right now? What are you still in progress with? I want to hear about that. What if that thing that you're still working on right now is what will contribute positively to what I need from you? Do you get what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you so much. The next question.
The children there overseas is hard for people, but usually they are finding the right job and suits the family. That's where there's a problem. Most people do jobs for this age, just for the family, just feed the children, but most times no one wants to do that. So how do we, my question is, how do we find the right job opportunity that suits what you are doing for you? What's your opportunity?
Do the educational scholarship, carry go. Then to answer the most important,
And more, you can also do, you can also study
yes,
abroad.
yes,
You
I know.
can also study abroad. Most times, notice that your work doesn't really go before they are studying. You don't study just to get money and all that. So how do you find the right opportunity, the right job for you?
All right, ma'am. So we have another question. How do you find the right job opportunity, even as a student abroad, to help you so that it will be in line with what you are studying and what you have passion for, not just any job that will just help you earn some money for a little period of time.
That one, my dear, that one, there's no straight answer to that one. It's called trial and error. I'm sorry, I must say it as it is. Okay?
All right, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay,
What I will
so
advise, what can I chip in something? What I will advise is that once a student like that gets overseas, a lot of universities they have career centers. You go to the career center, you connect with them, you tell them what you are interested in, and they also test you what are your aptitude, what are your skills, and then who knows?
all right, thank you very much. So she said you can check the career centers in the university or in the institution you are attending abroad. So that way they can be able to help you and connect you to the right job.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much, ma. So the last question.
Oh no, you can still ask questions. So I was told that I still have time. So go ahead. You
All
guys are
right,
lucky.
ma.
You have me today. Are you not lucky? Oh yeah. Go ahead now. Ask now. I'm here
All
for
right,
you.
thank you so much, ma. We appreciate your time. All right, so the next question is, how can someone who is very shy give back to his community? He is very, very shy and he does not know how to give back to his community. Shy and not outspoken.
What is he good at?
What are you good at?
I said I'm here now, so better talk to me. I'm here sitting down with you today. I've given you my time today. I'm sitting with you today. Talk to me
Yes,
now.
yes, I'm trying. I want him to speak. Actually, being shy and not outspoken, he's speaking underneath, beneath. So I'm trying to get what he's saying
No,
so
he
that I
needs to
can
speak.
relate it back to you.
In this life, he must gradually start to speak.
Okay, he said music.
Okay, so he's good at music. So what I would recommend is maybe they're having a program or having an event. That can be what he will contribute. He can say, look, I'll bring music. I can be the DJ. I'll supply music. I'll help us set the tone for that program. I can write songs that will help us for this program. Just something that taps into what he's doing and will not make him feel like he's too much in the center of attention and make him feel uncomfortable. He will have to start from his own comfortable place first, then gradually start to come out of his shell, because he has to come out of his shell. Look, let me explain something. One of the most necessary things that you must do in this life, whether you like it or not, is speak in front of other people. There is no two ways about it. Okay? No two ways. You are taking an exam Certain exams, you must present. You must do a defense. So the more you start learning how to get comfortable speaking in front of other people, the better. It doesn't mean that you're going to like talking. It doesn't mean that you're going to like standing in front of people all the time. No, just get a little bit comfortable. Start gaining a little bit of confidence, little by little by little by little. Okay? You have to start doing it. There's no running away from it. I'm sorry. See, one of the things I like to do is I like to tell people as it is. You can see that I'm here. I'm telling you guys as it is. That's the kind of person I am. I'd rather tell you as it is. So I am telling you as it is. Go back anywhere. Go ask anybody else. They'll say, that's yes, so she's telling you the truth. All right.
All right, ma. Thank you. So the next question.
That's wrong. Now, someone that
Hello.
is not okay. Good afternoon, ma'am. Someone that is not good in academics, but is good in skills. Does it mean he should just leave schooling and just go straight to the skill acquisition or street or something like that?
Yeah, ma'am.
So,
Okay, so
can you paraphrase what he's saying? Yes, please. Go ahead.
Someone who is not good, is not so good in his academic, but very very skillful. So should he abandon the school and go pursue the skill, or he should try to manage the two together?
Manage the two. If he's looking for scholarship opportunities and things like that, they're still going to come back to school. So he should still try to manage both. Okay? Not everybody is going to be good in academics. Not everybody. All right, like what did I tell you these people are looking for? They're looking for the whole person. So the programs that are very good, and most of these programs in America, that's what they do nowadays. They're looking at all of you.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much. Next question.
Guys, you better ask questions. Oh. I gave you myself today. Very soon I'll go.
Like uneducated person and is doing skills all these skills like that. So and is uneducated and this you say something like scholarship. How can he approve for it? How can you do what?
Sorry, I missed that too.
All right, so he's asking an uneducated person is very skillful and has seen a scholarship opportunity. How can such a person apply for it?
It depends on the scholarship opportunity. If it's university, I don't know how an uneducated person will apply. I mean, sometimes there are some exceptions that are made, but they're not too frequent. And when they're saying uneducated, I'm assuming that they mean that the person did not go to school and has WAEC papers. I think that's what they're saying, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know. I mean, some schools they sometimes give some exceptions, but it's not too frequent.
All right, thank you. Someone is
Ask questions, children. I gave you my time today. This does not happen too often.
I want to ask that if you want to apply for scholarship, do you have to write exam to apply for that scholarship, or the exam you are going to get like WAEC and exam, or we say another exam center?
Okay, if you are going to school in the States, you have to apply for you have to take their own exam. And if you are going to school, when I mean school, there are of course different levels of school. If you are going to undergraduate, you have to take SAT. You have to take SAT. If it's graduate school, it depends on the kind of program you want to go to. If it's medical school, there's an exam called MCAT. If it's law school, the exam is called LSAT. If it's regular graduate school, it's called GRE. If it's business school, it's called what's the one for business school called again? GMAT. So in America, they have all the different exams you have to take for America. Canada uses the same exams as America. So whatever exams you see in America is the same exams in Canada. Let's see. I don't know about the UK. Me, I'm an American, so I don't know UK. The only one I always know, even if I'm sleeping, is America. All right.
All right, ma. Thank you very much. So we'll move on to the next question.
All right.
Okay, Elijah.
What's it going to give us your community? Give us give us your community, but you don't have resources. Can you hear me?
Okay, oh, go ahead. Oh.
What's it going to give us your community, but you don't have resources?
Huh? What was the question?
What if you wish to give back to your community, but you do not have the resources?
We already covered that. I said not everything always has to be about money. You have to find a way of doing something that does not require money or too much resources. We already went over that.
Next question.
Afternoon, ma'am. My
Hello.
question if it's your desire or if it is anybody's desire to go abroad to study and somehow there is parental barrier, barrier like your parents are not in support of you going abroad to study but they just want you to like go come back like for trainings go come back but they are not in full support but it is your own desire to like go there like stay well like study come back and build your country, live it your life. So I don't know what can we do in such situations. Do we just resign to our fate or we like fight for it?
All right, so she's asking, what if you have you desire to school abroad and your parents are not in support of it? What do you do?
That's a tough one. Um,
They just want you to school here, but you have opportunities outside the country, and you, as a person, you wish to go for that opportunity. So, what do you
okay.
do?
All right. What I'm going to say is not going to be very popular here in Nigeria, but I'm going to still say it. Number one, once you're over the age of 18, even here in Nigeria, you're an adult, which means that you have the ability to make decisions for yourself. And it also means that tomorrow, if a war is happening, if you're a man, you can be conscripted to the army to go and fight. So to me, I always tell people that you can be conscripted to the army to go and fight. That means you have the ability to make decisions about your own life too. So this is my own take. Each of us, we have our own journey. Even if you have a brother and sister, and that brother and sister are your full brother and sister. When I mean full, I mean you have the same father, you have the same mother, you still have different journeys. You still have different paths you're going to take. You still have different expiration dates. Expiration dates meaning you're going to be when you die. So each of us will have our own individual journeys. So other people cannot come and press their own journey on you because you have your own journey. For example, if your own journey is that you're supposed to go and be a doctor, and the way things are here, you know how complicated it is, strike and all that, it's not going to work for you. And then you now have this opportunity where they give you funding, that's the scholarship, and they give you admission to a school overseas, you should go. So what I will advise in that kind of situation is you have to find an adult that your parents respect and your parents listen to, and you too, you also listen to that person, and have that person come and speak to your parents about how beneficial this is going to be for your life and the lives of your family. Because you see, anything that impacts you positively automatically impacts your family positively. If you're a doctor, you're doing very well, you're settled, you're able to take care of your own family as a responsible adult. Are you going to tell me that that's not going to impact your family positively? Of course, it's going to impact your family positively. It means that you'll be able to spread whatever resources that you have for the rest of your family. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy because it's not easy going to school in a strange place. You're going to be a foreigner, you're going to be different, the weather is different, culture is different. It's not going to be easy. But guess what? Life is not easy, period, anyway. Because if you're here in Nigeria and you're on strike for 8 months or 9 months, is that easy for you? It's not easy either. So life is not easy, period. It's just we all have to adapt and also roll with it. So you need to find somebody that they respect and listen to. And you also will tell that person about how you're going to do your best to make sure that your family benefits and you're going to uphold your family's honor wherever you are. You have to do that. Okay? It's not easy. Trust me. What we're talking about, I'm not trying to make it any small decision. I'm not trying to downplay it. It's a very serious thing you're talking about. But I still stand on this statement that I made, that each of us have individual journeys. The moment you turn 18, each of us have individual journeys. Each of us. You see, these parents that we're talking about that we love, whether we like it or not, each of us, as we step out of the house, we can die. God forbid, but we can. So these parents you're holding on to, they're telling you not to go. They step out now. Something happens. You will still have to find your own way. You still have to find your own path. So that's why I said that each of us have individual journeys. Each of us have to go through this journey. It is not easy. I'm a parent. My son is not with me right now. My son is going to school somewhere else. But I recognize and I accept and I acknowledge the fact that my son has his own journey. His journey is different from my own. So I have to respect that. Okay? So find somebody that'll be able to speak to your parents about it and be able to help your parents and also help you. All right, next.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Next question.
What I've been saying about international scholarship, I think everyone that here in Nigeria, which are your 5 years within university, and we are sure that yes, you get a few hundred scholars. Are there any opportunities in Nigeria?
All right, so the next question is, are there scholarship opportunities fully funded in Nigeria? That's
I don't
to school
understand.
within Nigeria, to school in Nigeria. Are there
Yes,
scholarship opportunities
yes,
fully
yes,
funded?
yes, there are. There are. Lagos State has a program, I think. But I heard that there are some issues around it. I know TET Fund has some programs around engineering, I think, engineering and science, but I also heard there are some issues around that too. So yes, there are some opportunities, but my dear, we have our own story here in Nigeria. That's all I will say. Oh yeah, next.
All right, ma'am. Please, can I add something to that?
Yes.
All right, so I know of Agbami scholarship, which is for the states with oil and this thing. So if you are in school within Nigeria, you have a particular CGPA from 3.8, you can apply for the scholarship and you get the scholarship fund for your university tuition. Then Lagos State too does the same thing.
All right.
All right, next question, please.
I learned something. All right, guys, let me have two more questions and I have to go now. The program I'm in, I think they're about to call me now. All right, so go ahead.
Okay, so the next question is, most scholarship offers I see requires having a passport and a couple of international passports and a couple of other documents that aren't readily available. What do you recommend in such situation?
I mean, are you kidding? Of course, the scholarship is going to require a passport. You are traveling. How are you going to get over there? How are you going to get to the airport? You have to have a passport. That question, I'm not very, very happy with that question. I'm not. For you to travel, the document you must have is your passport. Even if you are Bill Gates, you have to have a passport. Even if you are the president of the United States, you have to have a passport. Are you aware of that? It's just that the passport that people like the president have are called diplomatic passports. That's all. You got to have one. So come on. Now, is it easy to get those documents? Nobody's dragging. It's not easy. But guess what? You won't get those documents. There's no two ways around it. Okay? All right, next question, I beg.
Okay, so thank you, our dear doctor. I think that person is picking the question from the reality.
Question from what? Hello?
just relax and not do anything. Like I was telling